Oh God, hello everybody. Jesus, I swear to God, I am so ill prepared for this show. It is absolutely fucking amazing. I just had another bit of a problem with, with my server and this, that, and the other. So if we get cut off in the middle of all this shit, I am really sorry, but I'm gonna play my intro because that is my thing, and that's just what you're gonna have to fucking put up with. So here it goes.
Who are you carrying all those bricks for anyway? God? Is that it? God? Well, I tell you, let me give you a little inside information about God. God likes to watch. He's a prankster. Think about it. He gives man instincts. He gives you this extraordinary gift, and then what does he do? I swear, for his own amusement, his own private cosmic gag reel, he sets the rules in opposition. It's the goof of all time. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Worship that? Never.
What you're about to hear is part of the Podgods Network. If you have a problem with anything you hear, please write it in an email and go fuck yourself. Enjoy the show.
Well, good morning, everybody. Let's try this once again since my power went off and all my shit went off and every other damn thing again while I was literally pressing the button to go on the fucking air. Oh, Lord. Well, this is the Atheist Agenda. It is November 25th, 2013, and we're creeping up on Thanksgiving. Sorry, as usual, I have something in my throat. I don't know what it is, I went down on my girlfriend the other day, and she may have something. I don't know. She didn't get it from me, so maybe we have to have a talk. And she's not up this late. She does not listen to this shit. So get something thrown at my fucking head tomorrow. Anyway. I have absolutely no idea what to talk about today. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I do have a few little things, on the ever-rolling God machine and this, that, and the other. We do have a new email address, and the email address is atheistagenda@live.com, Live, atheistagenda@live.com, and I'm trying to get everything together where I could put all of the episodes. I just created this YouTube thing, which I think within the next week or something like that, what I'm going to start doing is broadcasting via YouTube as well, so you'll be able to actually see me in all my beautiful glory. Exactly. I'm going to do it shirtless. No, somebody was telling me that I should do it, I have a room here, and I've got plenty of room in it. And whenever I do decide to do a program, I'm all over the place and hands waving everywhere, and I'm fucking irritated. Somebody said, you really ought to put that on YouTube. So, it gathers quite a bit of, I think it gathers quite a bit of listeners. I know Spreaker, for instance, when I'm broadcasting on now, and I broadcast on 3 different genres, but Spreaker by itself automatically uploads this to YouTube, but it's just the audio version of it. Same thing you guys hear here. But I'm going to put a video element to it, I think, next week, or maybe even the week after that. But, and then I think by next week, for sure, we're going to have telephone access, 1-800 number, this, that, and the other, for all of you that want to call, because I get more emails about people that would love to call in, and on this particular forum, I can't have phone calls. There's no way to put them through onto the program, and I'm not giving you my personal fucking number, so there you go. But anyway, we're going to start talking about the rolling God machine. That thing that, and what that means is the news in God. What God has done or is bullshit this week that has caused some fucking idiot to do something all in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I think first up, there was an important court ruling in Ohio, which is an encouraging outcome, I think, as far as us as atheists. There was an issue in a public school. A science teacher, I think his name was John Freshwater, insisted on distributing creationist materials to the students. He believes that, that the universe and everything. And this is a biology guy. He insisted that the world was created by God, and he started distributing materials to the students. He also started surveying the kids on whether religion was important to them. This was in Mount Vernon City School District, and they told him to fucking stop. The teacher, Mr. Freshwater, refused, so they fired his fucking ass. Of course, the teacher naturally turned around and fucking sued, claiming the district was stifling his First Amendment rights or free speech or some shit like that. And this week, the Ohio Supreme Court ruled against him. But it was not a one-sided decision. And Ohio was a pretty conservative, state. It was a 4-3 decision, and that was on last Tuesday. The Ohio court said that Mount Vernon City School District had the right to fire this 8th grade science teacher because the First Amendment does not permit him to ignore orders from his bosses or display whatever religious items he pleases in his fucking classroom. So that's a good thing for us. At least, the Supreme Court is saying that no, it's not it's not violating your First Amendment because you want to preach to students. Okay, maybe the students and the parents don't want to fucking hear you, but you can't just do that in a curriculum-based school. You can't do it. In the lead opinion in Freshwater versus Mount Vernon City School District Board of Education, Justice Maureen O'Connor wrote, Mr. Freshwater, it's a great name, not only ignored the school district's directive, he defied it. After he was directed to remove the items, Freshwater deliberately added to them, incorporating the Oxford Bible and Jesus of Nazareth into the classroom. The ruling went on to say Freshwater's First Amendment rights do not protect the display of these items because they were not a part of his exercise of his religion. Freshwater willfully disobeyed his direct orders, and it demonstrates blatant insubordination. That insubordination is established by clear and convincing evidence, and the record fully supports the board's decision to terminate him on these grounds. So, one for the atheist people, it's at least, I mean, if they would have turned around and said, well, what we're going to do is you have First Amendment right to teach, Christianity and creationism in a school district. I mean, it just starts to fucking fall apart at that point because then it sets a precedence. And we don't need that shit. If it starts to serve a precedence in one thing, next thing you know, it's sweeping all through fucking Ohio. Then it leaks over to fucking, Illinois or, and Kansas decides, well, if they can do it, we can do it. And then it's a bad precedence. So thank God they had the wherewithal and the foresight to go, you know what, this is bullshit. So that was great. But it was a 4-3 decision. let's That's the thing really that jumps out to me. It was a 4-3 ruling. And what that means is that 3 justices on the Ohio Supreme Court concluded that the teacher in question was justified in blowing off the school district. So, what are you going to do? They said, oh, yeah, he's justified for doing that. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a little disparaging to me, but I don't know. He was justified at blowing off scientific canon, modern biology, the religious liberties of his students, and legal precedent, evidently. That's what they felt that he did in a 4-3 ruling. The entirety of the ruling included the dissent, and it really cast a light on these justices that were elected. By the way, they were Republican judges. And the only justice that said no and said we didn't like that, or actually the one that made the deciding factor, was the Democrat, and they made up the majority. Also from the God machine this week, a Costco in California caused a bit of a stir this week when it sold a Bible with a fiction sticker attached to it. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was in California. And I just went around fucking Costco putting a fucking fiction stick. No, I'm just kidding. But now that I've read this, I'm so gonna do this. Oh my god. So anyway, they caused some shit by by putting a fiction sticker on the Bible, and the store explained soon after that the distributor mislabeled the books, and they apologized. Oh, another one. Reverend Frank Schaefer of the Zion United Methodist Church in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, was convicted in a church trial this week of violating church law for marrying his gay son to another man. He's been suspended for 30 days, at which point he'll be expected to either uphold church doctrine or resign as a United Methodist pastor. See, I think we're moving. I think we're going. I think we're getting to the point that, whenever you got ministers and shit like that going, you know what, I really don't see anything bad with the gay thing. I mean, I think that's a good step for us. So, on another note, an essay published Wednesday on the website of Harvard, actually, a campus journal of Christian thought, argued the Jews were marked out for destruction when they killed Jesus. You might want to hop over to Harvard, and they have a campus journal there, and you guys might want to write a letter. I know I have. The Jews were marked out for destruction when they killed Jesus. I love it. And the ironic thought about it is no, they didn't. But anyway, that's just me. Oh, and I got something else here from the God machine. I hate this motherfucker so much, I can't stand it. The Hobby Lobby president. Now, those of you, I don't know if Hobby Lobby is everywhere, but Hobby Lobby is a place where you can go and, you can get your hobby equipment or build planes or knit or quilt or sew or anyway, you go to this place for all this shit. And it's a huge store. And it's all over the United States. And this guy, Steve Green, is the biggest. He's got so much money, it's fucking ridiculous. And I think every state I've ever lived in, there's a Hobby Lobby, and they're huge. And the thing about it is he is a right wing, Christian nut. I think he's probably best known for his legal fight over contraception access. What he did was, whenever Obamacare came through, he started suing, saying that he did not believe in birth control, and he did not want to be forced to cover his workers' birth control because he didn't believe in it and it was against the Bible. So, the funny thing about it is he has written a Bible curriculum for a school in Oklahoma, which he hopes to see adopted for classroom use. This guy has decided, I want to do something with a high school, I guess in Oklahoma, because those fuckers don't know anything about anything anyway. He slipped it in there, and he wants them to use that for their curriculum. And it looks like he's getting a lot of backing on it, actually. So, one down for the atheists. We're bound to lose one or two, but it's not for sure if it's going to happen. So, what are you going to do? Senator Marco Rubio another fucking idiot, he's a Republican in Florida, spoke this week at a fundraising event for the right-wing Florida Family Policy Council, making an odd case against